Hello, all my beautiful souls. Welcome back into the Serene Corner. Welcome in if you are new. Hey girl, we're back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're talking about Sydney Sweeney. And you should have seen this coming, known this was coming, because the girl was not only selling bathwater, now we're selling jeans, but we're actually selling a dangerous rhetoric that we're going to get into today. We have to unpack, because again, I was giving the girl grace when it came to the selling the bathwater. Let's not police women too much. Like, that was there. But then I also saw an ad prior to that was screaming a certain reference that actually, now that we're lining up your brand presence and how you've shown up on the internet, you're dangerous. And the rhetoric that you're displaying for younger audiences and the common audience, especially 15 to 25-year-olds, we have to unpack it. So that's what we're going to do in today's Trending Takes. Let's get right into it. Okay, so first I have to bring my girl Brielle to the front because I love this creator so much, especially as a white girl, like a white woman. Yeah, she cooks, she eats, and she keeps her community in check. At least tries to, you only do so much. And so I want to share with you guys one of her videos because wow. I have to figure out how to upload a new video file because they updated StreamYard. Let's do it. Let's start off here with this whole catastrophe. Because it's deeper than just the jeans ad, okay?
Back in for a second because I have one more thing to say about Sydney Sweeney. I was just on her Instagram and I never have been on her Instagram before. Tell me why. Her fourth most recent post, I'm going to show you on the iPad. Also, not to mention that she went to Jeffrey Bezos' wedding. I fucking forgot about that fact. I'm like, you went to the fucking Jeff Bezos wedding? That is actually crazy. Look at this. It feels like I'm at a sleepover. Look at this right now though. Oh my god, I'm getting so annoyed. Alright. Okay, so you get that, right? You fucking get what that reference is? That's literally Lolita. Oh my god, I'm literally sick to my stomach. Grown-ass woman. Sometimes people might not understand the reference to like, I'm not gonna act like everyone has seen Lolita, but like, you are an actor. You have seen that film. I'm gonna show you the scene. Dude, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. If you don't know what this movie's about, it's about that man going after that child. Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
And I did not know this. I was not aware. Because again, I'm not a movie person. I'm not really into, I'm not a movie person specifically. Movie, TV shows, not really my thing. Social media, I'm in that. But not movies. What is this? No. What is this? And so when you see this come first and then every other ad she's done since, what's wrong with this girl? First off, and it's giving she's a tool of propaganda. And as well, attending Jeff Bezos's wedding. Spooky. Shout out to my girl. Spooky. Okay, look, what are you talking about? What? So I'm so confused by that, y'all. But I wanted to bring up this first video that Brielle made. She made a good freaking point where it's deeper than the jeans ad. This girl's been painting propaganda, essentially, on her page. Which, do you need money that bad? What's going on, Sydney? Do you need money that bad? That's what it's giving. It's giving honey needs a check. Honey needs a check. Okay, let's wrap up this video and get into Brielle's next video.
Why are you acting like this? I want better for you, lady. Like, please. Why must you make me not defend a woman? Like, I feel angry that I have to not defend you right now. Giving that she owes money to somebody and this is all like a big humiliation ritual for her and she owes like millions of dollars in debt and so she just takes everything that she can get. That's what it's giving to me. It really makes me sad. It really does. Timing back in for a second because I have one.
And is that the case? I fear like that's kind of the case here. Like, what is like, I don't know. Or again, who we think we're falling for in terms of like the person, their character, their cadence, etc. Like, do we really know this girl? No. And it's giving from what we see and what especially she's putting out for us to see. She's not safe to be around. This is a white woman tears. This is a walking propagandic tool at this point. Like, I don't know what else to call her. And that's when, again, all of us are pissed having to drag this lady. Because as a woman, you never really want to be dragging a woman. That's never like your goal, your intention, your plan. But honey, I fear you're putting us all in danger by the things that you're doing. So what's going on? Let's proceed. Oh, the internet is draining me.
We've all seen the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle campaign by now, and I'm going to be discussing some reasons on why it failed miserably, and I made a little chart on this iPad. Also, I have a marketing degree, and this definitely would have been studied in my marketing classes as like top 10 failed campaign. Okay, starting off, Sydney Sweeney gets chosen by American Eagle. We know Sydney Sweeney as like this voluptuous kind of sex symbol, but she's also mentioned that she wanted to be taken more seriously in roles and stop being
Actually, really quick, I did want to note that in the white community, maybe that's the rigor. And in the comments, please let me know, because I'm not really in that space like that, obviously. But outside of that, who's checking for Sydney? I'm shocked that there's so many people saying that this girl is like so popular the way that she is. I forgot about her with Euphoria. I'm more interested in seeing Alexa Demi than I am in seeing her. Truly, like no tea, no shade. Like I feel like Alexa Demi, Zendaya as well, were bigger stars than this girl. And yet they're just force feeding us this white girl. Interesting. And so when she said that, like, you know, she's known for being this like sex symbol to a white man, it has to be that, because it couldn't be like no one's checking for Sydney like that. At least not in the spaces that I'm in, if that makes sense.
being objectified so much. So we're like, okay, the entire goal of this campaign is to do what? Sell the jeans. Sell the jeans to their target demographic. Who's American Eagle's target demographic? Let's say like young teen to mid 20s. So what do 15 to 25-year-old women want to see? We want to see body representation, we want to see comfort, we want to see style, we want to see cool, things like that. Three main things that the brand should have wanted to do is like continue with that brand trust and the recognition of American Eagle. We know American Eagle has done body positivity stuff before. They want to maintain that good reputation. Then they want to have a good focus on the jeans. The jeans are the star of the show. Here's where things get a little bit confusing. Not sure where this idea came from. The tone is to do like a play on words, double entendre, jeans and jeans. Okay, interesting. Really fucking interesting. I digress. We're gonna go down the line.
She digressed, but I will not. So that's the issue here. Who brought this to the creative room? Who brought this? And we'll get there, because don't worry. I know. Y'all know me. I had to go see who are the white men behind this. Because at the end of the day, most times, 9 times out of 10, at the root of all this evil is a freaking white man. So knowing that, I won't even spoil it for y'all. But that's the issue here. I love the way this video is mapped out by Brielle. Like, she makes really good content. Go follow her. I'll have everybody linked below like I always do in every video. That's where we have to full stop. We were doing double entendre. We want to do a play on word with jeans. Jeans and jeans. You fucking lost me. And then it could have been like all jeans. No. We're going to specifically talk about this white woman, not even a natural blonde at that, as the blueprint. As it just, who was in the room making the decisions? Like, I have to know. I have to know. And I feel so bad for the Black people that were involved in this, because I already know that nobody listened to them. And they're just sitting here now watching the consequences of the actions that they tried to see not happen. I already know. Or there's a bunch of complicit Black people involved in this too, which side-eyeing that if that's the case. And I will be clocking you if I find out. Okay, proceed.
They chose this tone. This is what they're playing into. Unfortunately, they're playing into eugenics. They're playing into superior genes, the superior Aryan genes. This is not a reach. This is exactly what they're playing into. Eugenics is essentially the idea that you can like breed a population to make it like the superior race, not allowing different races to reproduce. This has literally happened throughout history, where there's been forced sterilization of like Black men, indigenous people. Let's think Germany. What did he want to do? He wanted to only have blonde hair, blue eyes, white people reproducing and creating this superior race. So by using her specifically, taking Sydney Sweeney, blonde hair, blue eyes, white, skinny, what are we saying about her genes? How superior her genes are. Interesting, because that language was literally used in Germany in the 1930s. So that language is very interesting in this political climate to be using. Oops. I accidentally erased my E. They chose this entire campaign based on who has good genes. And then they went and picked Sydney Sweeney, who is white, blonde hair, blue eyes. So we already know that they are assuming that those are the good jeans. You know what I'm saying? Running it back to the tone of the ad, it sounds eerily similar, same angles, the way she's laying towards the camera, like the seductive voice. It is all very similar to the Brooke Shields Calvin Klein campaign she did when she was 15 years old. This is another example of a horrible marketing campaign that failed miserably because she was 15 years old. Ooh, and the tagline was, what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing. Or what comes between me and my jeans? Nothing. Insinuating the fact that she's not wearing any underwear underneath the jeans. 15 years old. Yep. This just leads into more objectification. The fact that it was so overtly sexualized, the camera literally panning on Sydney's breasts when we're supposed to be focusing on the jeans, and she says, hey, eyes up here. What? Again, let's run it all the way back. Who is our target audience? 15 to 25-year-old women. Women.
And that's what people aren't getting. The ad is not for jeans. And I'm seeing few people argue, of course. There's always the antithesis on the internet, and I need to make a YouTube video about the dangers of the yin and yang of social media and being able to see the antithesis, the opposition all the time, because it's genuinely becoming draining having and allowing and seeing people make so many excuses for blatant, just like all of the isms, all of the negative things, all of the misogyny, all the patriarchy, just so many toxic things. There's people that stick up for this stuff, because I'm seeing people even trying to say, like, I'm definitely shopping at a. I've seen like bleach blonde, again, not even natural blonde women making videos where it's like, who cares? Just buy the jeans. It's literally not even that deep. Up to you. To you. And of course you would say that. Looking the way you look, this checks out. This checks out. The bleach is fried any synapses within that brain, I guarantee. So no wonder. But it's like, it's deeper than that, because if this was your target audience for women, especially younger women at that, and you thought this was going to work, I just don't. It's how I know it's not even about selling the jeans. It's about selling an idea and literally almost like, not even manipulating, but like brainwashing. Damn near, it's like giving brainwashing almost, where you're trying to brainwash the audience and instill a certain kind of aesthetic, idea, tone. It's giving Trump's America. Clock it. Like, it's literally giving Trump's America. And there's like no nicer way to put it, because what is this? And also, why do we keep making content like perpetually for men to fap to? Where it's like, what is this? What is the point in this? Men have enough. They literally control everything. Why do we keep making things to appease to them? It just makes, especially as women, I'm pissed.
That's not what 15 to 25-year-old women want to see. So you know who wants to see this? Men. Men want to see that. You know who's not buying the jeans? Men. So you know where the jean sales are going? Down the toilet. Yeah. Okay, now more issues. This is the easiest one I think that they could have fixed. The fact that the jeans are not even the focus of this campaign, it is solely her. We're not selling Sydney Sweeney, we're selling the jeans, okay? The jeans weren't even worn correctly. They were literally folded on her waist 5 times to accentuate the fact that she has a tiny, tiny small waist. Again, going back to her target audience.
She looks like shit in the jeans, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it so honest with you. Like, an apple bottom jeans ad could never. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, if we're going to show jeans, baby, we're going to put somebody in those jeans that is fitting in those jeans. True religion would never. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why it is not about the jeans. You are selling what this girl's full appeal is, even from past brands. Like, all of these brands are coming together that have the same rhetoric and beliefs and morale about how the world should be, how it should look, are coming together and using this idiot of a woman. And I don't even think she's that dumb. I think she's complicit in this. Like, she completely is fine with it because it's getting her a check, which is disgusting. But they're all coming together to utilize literally her portfolio, like her account, her career, as propaganda. And that's scary. Like, this is almost like modern propaganda, where we're taking full social media accounts of people and utilizing it to create a portfolio of literal propaganda and dangerous rhetoric. Like that's what's happening here, y'all. And I need us to be very clear. And look at the ads leading up to it. Look at the content leading up to it. Look at all of the, it's almost like the red string theory, but in a sense of like, let's string together, not even that, but just let's string together all the ads that you've done and what kind of, again, morale, brand, tone, their mission statements, who do they protect for, who are they investing in, which is a big one, y'all. That's a big one. And so with all of that, and you like put it all together, and then this jeans ad, this girl is sick. She's a sick individual. Everyone that works for her team, sick individuals. Anyone that she's collaborating with, I'm going to be side-eyeing, especially moving forward, because again, this girl's Instagram page is literally like Nazi propaganda at this point, like genuinely. So here we are. This is happening. Let's wrap up her video and move on.
15 to 25-year-old girls are very insecure. Unfortunately, that's our reality. And it's being like perpetuated by things like this. Now I have no idea what the jeans look like and I'm not gonna buy the jeans. So this goes all the way down to who's buying the jeans. Literally who's buying the jeans, because no one's buying the jeans. Nobody knows what the jeans look like. That was kind of my overview on the marketing plan. I'm not sure who.
All right, definitely go check out Brielle's content. You guys probably have seen her multiple times. She's great. Let's move on to another video that I saw. I'm actually a very popular white creator, and I was shocked that she said anything, because sometimes Ken just, I don't know, her opinions, I'm like, I just never know. But I was actually shocked that she mentioned something about this, and she had a very good point.
The biggest issue with Sydney Sweeney is that I feel like she consistently cheapens her own brand, and it's a hard watch, right? Like, as an actor, I feel like you're already kind of like elevated and you're above a lot of things in my mind, that I feel like she has just consistently made herself like a glorified influencer. Like, she will literally work with any brand that will like throw money at her, okay? Like, I'm sorry, I feel like I don't see other celebrities like that are up to status with her doing as many ads, or just like ads that like aren't even elevated, that don't make sense. Like, I'm sorry, like the Hey Dudes, the soap, the Laneige, the American Eagle. Like, I just feel like she does way too many campaigns or sponsorships or whatever, that it's like she's always low-key pushing something or the face of something. And I feel like if you're an actor, an actress, or like, you know, singer, like, you don't need to be doing those things. And like, I get you can probably make more money by doing ads, but I don't feel like the acting money is that tight that you need to constantly be pushing product like you're an influencer. That's where it's a hard watch for me. I'm like, you're just like above this, I feel like.
Is she though? Is she though? Like, that's the tea. Is she though, Ken? I fear she's not. I fear she's dancing with the devils. Like, she's dancing with the demons and loving every second of it. Seriously. Okay, let me see. I have a bunch of videos here, so I'm going to start just clicking through some of them. I don't know why it's doing that. Can I just see some? Okay, here we go. Mm-hmm.
Jeans are passed down from parents to offspring. My jeans are blue. It's diabolical copy in this political climate. Let's talk about that American Eagle Sydney Sweeney ad and eugenicist dog whistles. We can't keep pretending that media and marketing exist in a vacuum. That ad doesn't exist without the culture it's selling into. This is American Eagle's most expensive ad to date, meaning that nothing in this ad was accidental. And there was a decision made about what cultural cues they wanted to sell to in this ad. I want to break down two specific ads in this campaign.
My body's composition is determined by my genes.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
This whole ad relies on the double entendre of jeans and jeans. It's more than a cheeky wordplay, it's a dog whistle. We are seeing the rise of fascism in America. And with this comes this rise of eugenics. To put it simply, eugenics is the belief that some people have better genes than others. I'll let you guess what people fall into which categories. In eugenicist thinking, society encourages certain people to reproduce while discouraging others, and in some cases, even preventing others through forced sterilization. In this ad, by saying my body's composition is determined by my genes, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, it's saying that Sydney Sweeney has a great body and therefore great genes, and therefore is a product of genetic superiority. Specifically saying these white, thin, traditionally feminine bodies are not just aspirational, but symbols of morality, tradition, purity. I think the next ad takes it even further.
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has her genes.
My jeans are blue is crazy work. Once again, it's the double entendre of blue jeans, meaning like the physical denim, and her blue eyes. It's echoing the language.
Let me make myself small, because my face is, I'm just so bent. I'm so bent at the face. Like, let me make myself small.
Language of white purity politics and the purity of blonde hair and blue eyes. Historic fascist regimes have weaponized the feminine ideal. Femininity linked to motherhood, reproduction, fertility, beauty. Women deemed desirable by the state are seen as carriers of racial and cultural purity. Sydney Sweeney's blonde-haired, blue-eyed, thin, voluptuous, and all the right places body is being presented as a lineage of genes worthy of reproduction. And it positions her within this larger trend of white femininity being used to justify regressive politics. Even if you want to say it's a reach, it's not. This language has cultural context. And by making an emphasis on Sydney Sweeney's genes with a G, saying that Sydney Sweeney is not just beautiful, but her blue genes are worthy of replication. No, I really don't think this is an accident. We're seeing a rise of anti-woke consumer branding. This campaign was engineered to resonate with a very specific audience. Conservative coded branding is selling right now. And even American Eagle, which was kind of like one of the big brands in the body positivity movement, it's not selling anymore. Done. It's about market alignment, and unfortunately, their stock soared really after this launch. And I know you might be tempted to.
And it soared literally by the white tech bros that fap to Sydney. This is where we're at. Like, this is where we're at as a society. So the stock rose because, again, the antithesis, the opposition, the negative, the dark side, I don't know what you want to call it, is so loud, almost louder than the light, especially lately, like in the current climate we're in. And people aren't realizing like how dangerous this is. Like, we are headed down a very dark path in these next few years. I don't even know what it's going to look like, but I just at least know that my audience, people that are watching my videos, are going to see past this BS and like how this woman is saying, like, this is clearly painting a certain picture for literally a certain audience. And it's not the general public. It's literally MAGA. And I need people to stop acting like this. There's such a large population where it's like, yes, obviously they won the election. All these things happen. There's so many people that are MAGA, blah, blah, blah. But overall, especially now, they are still not the majority. They are still not the majority. Whether they cheat, however they want to call themselves and think they're not. They're not. But now that we're in the space of them in control, they're painting certain things to make it seem like they're the fucking majority. Like, again, these ads. Let's get all these companies to also co-sign us and paint the exact same rhetoric, exact same story. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. But that's what's happening. And then again, stock still rose. But does that have anything to do with women? Most likely no. More than likely no. Again, I did see a few, of course, the bleach blonde women out there that were saying like, who cares? It's not that deep. It's literally about jeans. And I want to see if their carts have American Eagle in it. I know they don't. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. So one thing too, just stop engaging with a lot of this content. Like, stop engaging with creators that are trying to almost say like, oh, like it's not that bad or it's not that deep. Scroll, hold down, not interested in that creator. Like, let's stop commenting back and forth with these people, because now that the antithesis keeps getting platforms, it's getting even harder to unblur the lines, see between the gray area, because they keep trying to do all this manipulative ass shit.
To say it's not that deep, but I beg you to push back on that line of thinking, because this is how ideology spreads. It's not that deep until it's too late.
And it may be too late with certain things. I really don't know what's going to be like when are we going to be at the climax of the story to where the bad guy, like we're at the climax and we see the turnaround to peace, to matriarchy. Because really I feel like the only way we're going to fucking get peace. Like, men, you've had long enough to try to fix this shit. You cannot figure it out, especially white men. Get the out of power. None of y'all can do anything. Jesus Christ, where are the women? And the smart women at that. Because there's also some women too where I'm like, y'all can't control shit either. Like, good Lord. It's just a hot mess all around. Let's keep going into some more of like the historical context around how dangerous this is. And let me hear from my Black queen.
Sweeney American Eagle ad is about two things: the fear of white extinction, which ties back to the overturning of Roe versus Wade, and the continued marketing of underage women, which ties back to the ad that Brooke Shields did when she was 14 years old and far too young to do an ad that was clearly marketed towards men. And the timing of this ad's release is not lost on me, considering all of the conversation about releasing the files. And when you understand the politics of image making, you will start to see the narrative they push through media is never the true message, and the true message is always hiding in plain sight. The narrative that was pushed about the overturning of Roe versus Wade was about controlling women's bodies, when in fact, the true reason was for population control and the fact that the white race was on track to become the minority race, which means they needed more white babies to be born. And whenever I would tell people this was the real reason for the overturning of Roe versus Wade, everyone told me I was reaching. And now we have American Eagle using fashion as a way to influence young, middle American women, ages 15 to 25, because that's their demographic. In their prime reproductive years, to focus on purity and passing down the correct genes. And they thought it was a cute double entendre, but it wasn't. Oh, and don't think this was an accident. This was very intentional, and it would not have mattered one bit if a person of color was in the room, because this message was not intended for us. Oh, and it landed for its intended market. Fashion companies use ads to send out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I literally just said, where it's like, no, like this already worked. It already did what it needed to do. Like the dark side is so loud right now, like alive and well, alive and well. I'm telling you guys, it's very dangerous. It's a lot. It's actually a lot. Like when I even just start to think about it and like make this video and sit down, now that I'm sitting down filming this video, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let me watch one more video of someone's just kind of reaction. And then I want to get into people kind of comparing this ad to the Ralph Lauren campaign that just recently happened with the Oak Bluffs campaign, which I don't know why people are comparing the two, but we'll talk about it here in a second.
Sweeney doing that American Eagle ad, which is like that girl in your friend group that literally switches her personality the minute men come around. The American Eagle advertisement that was advertising jeans to women goes against everything women stand for. And to essentially do a rendition of the Calvin Klein ad that Brooke Shields did when she was 13, like, read the room, babe. And I think what Sydney Sweeney thinks she's doing is when you like claim your hotness and your sexuality and you're essentially taking advantage of the patriarchy and the male gaze to benefit you and women. And so it's funny to women, or women will stand behind it because it's like, okay, more power to you. That's what I think she thinks she's doing, and that it's like iconic. But in actuality, all the women in the room are like, and it's just like she's giggling because men are giggling. Like the way that I see the situation is like you have a girlfriend that's like your friend and friends with other women in the group, right? And then 10 men walk into the room and she makes a disgusting joke about women and the men laugh. And all the women in the room are just like, you know, because by her playing into it the way that she is and men liking it, and her doing it because she knows men will like it, because she's going to get paid for it, is just a cute little friendly reminder of like where we're at. Distasteful is what it is. It's quite literally distasteful.
I'm going to argue that she knows exactly what she's doing. And she's, again, it's unfortunate for people that like this girl, was woman, whatever, but this white woman probably hates every other race. Like, again, she's probably exactly aligned with all of the rhetoric that these companies are behind, who they donate to, who they support. She's in the same boat. Again, she literally attended Jeff Bezos' wedding. Let's pack up the idea that she's a good person. Let's just pack that up. Like, that's like a closed, sealed case. This is a terrible human being, period. Like, hello? Takes like 2 scrolls to see that on her page. And so that is what it is. She's a terrible person getting paid to literally platform and build an entire portfolio of propaganda. That's where we're at with her. At least that's where I'm at with her. Okay, so then people started comparing this ad to the Ralph Lauren ad, and I don't understand that. So let's watch something on that. Let me make sure that's not my last video, though, about this. Let me make sure. Hold on. Hold on. Remove.
If you didn't think that this American Eagle, Sydney Sweeney, great jeans, eugenics ad could get even worse, just wait until you find out about their CEO. This is Jay Schottenstein, who has been the CEO of American Eagle since 2015. Just wait until you see what he gives his money to. He gave $1 million to John Kasich in the 2016 primary. He gave ton of money to Trump in 2024. But that's not all, because he is very pro-Israel. Him and his wife actually have their own campus for archaeology in Israel that basically, you know, digs up things from the Holy Land and gives it to Israel. He's a major donor for JNF, which basically illegally puts Jewish settlements in Palestine. He gave $157,000 to Netanyahu at his last election. He has this Fallen Heroes Fund, which basically provides money to IDF soldiers and their families. Like, you cannot make this up. This is bad.
Right. So to pull my points already together. Now, do you see how her Instagram account and the brand she's been working with is very alarming? Like, the red flag should be flagging. The siren should be going off. This girl knows exactly what she's doing. She knows exactly who she's laying in bed with. She knows exactly who she's collaborating with. It almost gives when there was the strike with all the actors and whatnot. Like, did she sign that thing? Like, it's giving whatever that controversy was. I remember that. The Writers Guild thing. What was her stance on that? Like, all of that stuff matters. And I really feel like this girl knows exactly what she's doing. 100%. And she's okay with being the ploy in the face of this hatred, this terrible, terrible, terrible campaigns that endangers so many individuals, but of course keeps her and people that look like her safe. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So yeah, I had to show that. And then I wanted to kind of piggyback off of that one. I also have this video that shows some of the execs, but I think I have to mute the audio. So let's try.
Hands are passed down.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Correct. Correct. Yeah. This makes sense. This checks out. Let's play one more time. Right. I wouldn't even eat at these people's homes. What are you making an ad for? Like, I can't believe all these people are getting paid. It's so frustrating. That's why, like, especially in this industry, good luck even getting a role when it's like old white people like this behind campaigns for 15 to 20 something year olds. No wonder it sucks. No wonder it sucks. Valerie, I would never even set foot towards your house. They're like sitting at the you know what meetings. Like, I see these people with white hoods on. Like, I can't. So that already tells you enough about why majority of the things we're seeing now in the media are ass, terrible, because it's old white folk behind it. 9 times out of 10. Damn near every time. Crazy. So there's that. I also saw this video too that was like super funny.
Why do people love Sydney Sweeney?
Correct.
No, actually, put a pin in that. We need to crack Gen Z. What do the youth want?
Job opportunities after college. Student loan cancellation. A BBL.
You're on something. The youth want better genes. They want the perfect genes. They want eugenics. Write that down.
Does she have to wear the jeans the whole time?
Hey,
Take the jeans off.
yeah, and the last thing for this campaign, we are raising money for victims of domestic violence. We gotta figure out how to make men respect women.
We sexualize them.
Give this man a raise. Give him a raise. Put a butterfly on the back pocket of the jean. Yeah, to the ass region. And I think we're good to go.
That was basically the ad. Okay, I think we're getting to the end here, but now I did want to get into slightly that conversation between the two of Ralph Lauren, Oak Bluffs, and this ad right now, and why people are comparing the two, or what is that even about?
Ralph Lauren's allowed to do a whole campaign about Black people being proud of their heritage, but American Eagle can't do a few ads about Sydney Sweeney having good genes. This question tells me a few things. First of all, if this is your worldview, I know that you are just absolutely gobsmacked whenever Black excellence laps white people just showing up. It's triggering for you. But as somebody who owns a marketing agency, I want to start by talking about how gorgeous the Ralph Lauren Oak Bluffs campaign is, because that's why this campaign is being heralded. First of all, yes, is it brave in a moment where the government is saying, you know, you can't say these words and you can't tell these stories, that Ralph Lauren, which at its core is a brand premised on Americana, decided that the uniquely American stories it wanted to tell were of generations of Black families vacationing on Martha's Vineyard, and they wanted to do it in partnership with HBCUs and bring in academics and bring in storytelling, and then just perfectly tailor gorgeous clothes and go out and shoot aspirational campaigns. It's fucking incredible creative. It feels like Ralph Lauren. It's so American. It's so beautiful. And I love the fact that you can have families on Martha's Vineyard and you could put those campaigns alongside campaigns that they would have done, like with Lauren Bush Lauren in Texas. I love it. Because that's the beauty of American stories. It's the tapestry of stories. All you need to know about the American Eagle ad is that the person who created it went on LinkedIn and said that it was innovative and that they really pushed it. Sorry, in my mind, I just picture her saying that like a Kristen Wiig character. That's why I got my little Kristen Wiig shimmy, Target shimmy on. Because for you to be so proud of an ad premised on a fucking pun, For you to be so proud of a campaign that is a reductive take of a campaign that came out decades ago, that in the decades since, the world has universally agreed sexualized a child? For you to be so proud of an ad that's blatantly racist, but you didn't know any better because you either didn't surround yourself with people who knew or who felt that they could speak truth to power? We're not comparing heritage across these ads. We're not even comparing heritage brands across these ads. There's one ad campaign that beautifully articulates heritage and heritage brand. And there's one like cheap, dingy, I don't know, approximation of an ad. I mean, the best like allegory for how bad the Sydney Sweeney ad is how poorly the clothes fit her. Then you throw in the greased lightning car from before they worked on it and chocolate chip cookies and vocal fry. And this is not apples and oranges. This is like, so it's not true that the woke media is elevating the ads featuring Black models and demonizing the ads featuring a white celebrity. It just so happens that in the same week, there is a gorgeous, gorgeous fashion campaign where the creative focuses on telling Black stories and use that as their inspiration.
I'm just saying, y'all are fucking boring. Be more creative. Do better. What she said at the beginning, where it's like, don't be mad that Black excellence is always going to overdo you every single time. Stop trying to compete with us. Stop trying to compete with us. It's not a competition. It's never been. Never been, never will be. Hello? Like, stop trying to compete with Black people. You will lose every single time. Okay? Cool. Glad that we got that out of the way. Because that's also the issue here. Like, why are we even comparing the two? That ad don't even have nothing on the production, the quality, the essence, the aura radiating off of those Ralph Lauren ads. They're so good. Go check them out. They're some of the best performing content on Ralph Lauren's page as well, as of late. From what I saw, I was looking at the views and I'm like, ooh, dang, these ads are doing great numbers. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. That's why they're so mad and they want to just push this propaganda. We only need more white people. Pack it up. You're boring. You've had all this chance to be interesting, creative, innovative, loving, kind, gentle, and create flourishing, positive things. Look where we're at. Don't be mad now. Like, I can't with that. Like, y'all not like my opinion on that. Because do better, step up, be more creative. Especially be more creative without inspiration from the people that you just hate so bad. Yeah,
There's been a lot of talk on here about Ralph Lauren's new collection, and it's got a lot of people debating what counts as real Blackness. And this is why I say Black history is so important, because if you don't know where we've been, you'll start believing some of our realities aren't possible. Like the mere idea that a preppy, Black, moneyed aesthetic is just inauthentic. Or that we
stole that shit.
Huh? But let's go back for a second. Jackie?
Did a Black man say that? I had nothing to say. I had nothing good to say for that demographic either. So I'll just shut up after that. But of course a Black man said that. Of course.
Arms, the first nationally syndicated Black woman cartoonist, was doing exactly what this collab is doing. She was expanding the visual language of Blackness. Like, Jackie gave us beauty, fashion, intellect, and activism without apology. In her world, Black girls wore smart suits, fur collars, pearls, cute bikinis, mini skirts. They were tea. And raised an eyebrow at the contradiction of American life. Bell Hooks would have called this Black looks. It wasn't just about appearance, it was about perception. This is about how Blackness is seen stage styled and how those visuals become vessels for memory, imagination, and resistance. The range, the glamour, the nuance, Black people who are middle class, Black people who are soft-spoken, stylish, it's all there. And here's where it deepens. Historian Evelyn Brooks Higginbotham reminds us that race is more than an identity, it's a meta-language, meaning race doesn't just describe, it defines everything else. Class, gender, sexuality, even style. It acts like a master code, shaping the stories we tell and the meanings we assign. So when we say someone doesn't look Black enough or question the validity of certain aesthetics, we're not just critiquing taste, we're reenacting a long used logic that has been used to police Black expression. And Jackie Orms understood that. She wasn't just drawing pretty clothes. She was redrawing the boundaries of what Black femininity could look like and how it could show up. Her characters weren't respectable in the way white America demanded. They were stylish, sharp-witted, politically aware, and deliberately Black. She modeled them after herself, not because she thought she was better, but because she knew we are not a monolith. And if we're going to say that, we have to live it. Loving Blackness means imagining lives that aren't your own and honoring them anyway. And when we erase those stories, we don't just shrink the archive, we erase what's possible in the lived experiences of others.
I love Ebony. I love this creator. She is so good. She is so good. She is so good. She is so good. She's consistent. She's on brand. She knows what she's talking about. Like, stands up for Black history again and again and again and again and again and again. I love her. I love her so much. Okay, let's wrap up this video for today. I do have my groceries coming, so let me not spend too much time on this white woman. Make sure I went through all of my videos. I believe I did. Perfect. Let's wrap this thing up. Overall, it's a nightmare in the media, y'all. It's a nightmare in the media, and we need to really have discernment. We need to really, if anything, not even dissociate from media, but fact checking and being critical. Things I talk about all the time, but like, seriously, it's getting dangerous out here. Scary, actually. And as more people become brainwashed and perpetuate these terrible, dangerous takes and dangerous, rhetorics and stories and beliefs, especially as Black people, we really need to come together. So the divisiveness between us, we need to pack that up, especially as Black women. Luckily, Black women, we're pretty locked and we're together. We're good. But in general, we really need to come together, because look at the white folk coming together. Granted, a lot of the creators that I talked about in this video today and mentioned were white creators, so I'm hoping that even their side is coming to the light as well. But the maggots are growing. Or they're just becoming louder because they're funding. So who knows? Let me know your opinions on that. But again, Sydney Sweeney, pack it up. Terrible. We'll be unfollowing. I don't think I followed her or anything, but we'll be blocking anything that I see with her moving forward. Oh, but I'll be blocking and unfollowing any brands that I see working with her moving forward, because I can already basically guarantee where their finances are going. Free fucking Palestine until it's backwards. This is crazy. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.